KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global, fresh out of Love Island, just got evicted yesterday.
That's it, man. You know, they don't want me to live.
They don't.
All I wanted to do is just walk home with Anna in my right arm.
Oh, you picked out Anna? You picked out Anna?
Yeah, I like Anna. Anna's
people
nice.
got a lot of things to say about Anna.
Seriously.
No,
what about Maura?
Social media. She's the matchroom ring girl. People don't realise.
I remember.
All my videos with Maura have like suddenly gone from there to up there.
For now, I don't think she's coming to do any ring.
I don't think she's doing the ring card girling anytime soon. I think she'll be enjoying her. Well, hopefully it's a long-lived moment. She's actually a nice girl.
Yeah.
She's a bit wild, but she's a nice girl.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. She is quite wild. You know, it's funny because, like, her in person, she's so quiet and she seems timid and shy, but there she's like a whole different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, we've seen. Obviously, she's been out and she's been doing it a little while, like for the last year and a half, I think.
Yeah.
Like so. Anyway, good luck to Maura and good luck to Tommy Fury as well. How are you?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Chilling. Obviously, been in camp, man, for the last few weeks and just putting in the work. You know, just the usual, pretty much.
You've not had that many fights, but you've not really been given touches, are you? As we say.
None of them.
You're getting matched well, shall we say?
Yeah, of course, man. It's good, and you know, we're taking risks, but you know, they pay dividends, man. Once we come through. I remember when the Tommy McCarthy one got made, and I asked you your opinion. He's like, "Listen, that's a tough fight, Richard. That's a tough fight, but you know, just do your thing." But that's the fight you want.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
it like it was yesterday. But you know, if we want to get to the world level and get to the European stage, we're gonna have to take these fights so we can get the type of experience.
Why do you want to pad out your record?
Exactly. Why? I don't get it. Like, I see people with obviously undefeated records, and when you see the level of opponents, flipping out, it's terrible. It's like you shouldn't even talk about it. Trust me, seriously, because me, I don't talk about my record until coming up to my last 2 fights. I would say, listen.
How many fights have you had? Sorry.
So I've had 9 fights.
You've 9 fights, but when you look at your 9 fights, especially your kind of last 3 or 4 opponents, from Whyte to McCarthy to now Dillian Smith, I mean, it reads well.
Listen, it's amazing, and people always say to me like, listen, you're gonna have the best type of you're gonna have the best boxing record soon. Come through this fight hopefully on next week Saturday. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, man.
I'll come on to Chris Smith in a minute, but Sam Hyde's been linked with a fight with Lawrence Okoli.
Yeah.
I was kind of reading the tweets after Eddie Hearn had gone up to Gallagher's gym, and I wasn't sure whether Sam Hyde was kind of indicating that the money wasn't right or not, or what. So I didn't really know how to kind of read that situation, whether he's how kind of
It's an interesting one because obviously I just went on the internet in the morning and I just see Eddie Hearn tweet Sam Hyde directly. You can find Lawrence Okoli on the 20th, just put him on blast. I was laughing. But yeah, obviously Sam Hyde is a solid competitor. I would have liked to have seen that fight. Trust me, and it would have put everything into perspective with how I performed when we fought. He's not easy. He's not easy. He's strong. He's got heart, desire, will. You know.
Do you think you two will fight again in the near future?
I don't know, man. I don't know. When I talk to my management, they say, "Listen, what for?" Like, but me, I don't mind. You know, anything can happen in boxing. He gets to imagine if Lawrence vacates the British title, and then Sam Hyde and me, we get matched up again for a rematch. Then that's it. We're fighting again. It's just that simple. That's how it goes.
But the domestic kind of cruiserweight division here, there's not a massive pool of kind of guys of where you are. So you could be fighting each other 2 or 3 times possibly in your careers before you move on to kind of world level.
Absolutely, but it's all good anyway because what we want is those fights where it's not predictable, the result. I mean, and we're getting experience in the rounds. Like if you check the rounds that I've had, I haven't had that much rounds. I've probably had like rounds in the 20s. Like I remember going into the fight with Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde had like 60-something professional rounds. I had about like something in the teens. You know, same as Tommy McCarthy. But you know what? I don't mind because I just feel like I'm cut from a different cloth, and I'm cut from a similar cloth to Dillian Whyte. You know, I'm on it, and I don't mind taking a risk, rolling the dice. I'll just prepare myself as well as to the best I can, and going out self-belief. You know what I mean?
It's a really, really, really good card next weekend, and not obviously Dillian's in a very tough fight against Oscar Rivas, but then along the line the Dave Allen and David Price fight, and then you guys, and then Charlie Duffield and Dan Aziz. It's like a lot of these fights are kind of hard to call.
Yeah, they're hard.
If you can't really hand on heart say no, he's definitely going to win that, then they're being matched well.
They've been matched really well, and that's what you want as well. I heard a lot of people online complaining about the card and stuff, saying it's not pay-per-view type, but at the end of the day, you're going to get quality fights, and people are coming to win. It's different when two fighters actually coming to try to win. It's a whole different ball game. You know, you're bound to see a fight. Charlie Duffield, you got flipping Chisora against this guy. Where's he from? Albania.
I'm not sure where
No, it's
Spilka's
Polish.
from.
Sorry, it's Polish. Yeah. Listen, you saw him against Wilder. Yeah. He did very well up to obviously the point he got knocked out. But listen, everybody's coming for war. It's one of those type of cards, and every single Dillian Whyte card, you get your money's worth. I don't remember any like card that hasn't been all that or up to par, to be honest. So.
Well, like I said, fans are obviously entitled to their opinion,
of course,
and everyone's always going to kind of have their say about whatever. And I think Eddie Hearn said this before: if you don't believe it's not worth the money, then I know it's kind of don't buy it. It's not that attitude, but it's there as a choice.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
people kind
of
people's argument is that they think that on top of a kind of Sky subscription that they're having to pay, but an extra like £20 or whatever it is, but. This is the way of the world now. I think kind of we have to just.
And you would think that like people would be happier because in comparison to obviously the pay-per-views in America, you know, they're paying tons. I heard they're paying like $90,
$100. And to be fair, this is the first UK pay-per-view that Matchroom have put on this year. I mean, they had Joshua Ruiz, but the first UK one is this one. So it is what it is. I'm going to ask your opinion. Obviously, we know Dillian's got his fight coming up with Oscar Rivas next week, but a lot of talk yesterday regarding all this Tyson Fury stuff. It blew up again yesterday online after Tyson Fury's comments. What did you kind of make from it all?
I just, to be honest, the way I see Tyson Fury, I feel like he does a lot of things for clout, you know, just for attention. And I don't know why you're calling out Dillian, because Dillian, he would actually, if he sees you, he would fight you on the street. That's the thing. So are you sure you want that? I don't know. Maybe Tyson Fury is up for it as well, but it's gonna be like all of us are just gonna get into something that we shouldn't. You know,
I mean, yeah, this is kind of the thing. I was like, when people are talking about stuff in the ring, but then when Fury and Dillian are both talking about if they see each other in the street or in a car park or wherever, your man John Harding Jr. was saying, "Don't fight Dillian Whyte in a car park."
Please.
But like I said, we know Fury's game as anything, and we know Dillian Whyte's game as anything.
Exactly.
So, but I don't know why this is even being spoken about. Really, it's just kind of a bit of a fantasy thing. Who wins on the street between two? But really, it's a fight that, as British fans, would we like to see that in the ring? Yeah, we would.
Yeah, of course. Not on the street, unless you want to do a proper bare knuckle fight, you know, and you have some good referees. Then okay, that's different. But the way it sounded, like it was like, listen. When I see you, it's on site. When we see each other, it's on site.
That is a strong possibility that could happen, though, if they were to bump into each other.
It's not good look. We're professionals. We have to conduct ourselves accordingly. There's youth that look up to us and aspire to be like us. You know? There's people watching. That's why we have to remember. That's why I try my best not to swear and stuff. You know, I'm not the perfect guy, but at the same time, we have that position to be like as role models, really, because people's kids are watching us every single day. All these interviews on the internet. So. Listen, let's just leave that alone. And if you want to fight, let's do it in the ring. Let's do it professionally, isn't it?
And get paid.
Yeah? And get paid. Why not? Like, but I don't like that reminds me of that situation with Okoli. I was like, listen, Okoli, like, come on. Like, it's gonna be something that you don't want it to be. So why promote? Why provoke him? Because maybe you don't know Dillian personally, but listen, if he sees you, it will be that. Whatever he says, it will be that. And I don't know if you're about that life, you know. Really, I don't know, man. But he should have owned it. I'm happy he got sorted, by the way, anyway, because I was on the phone to Dean. Said, listen, Gaps, just
Dean kind of like
sort it out quickly because
kind of squashed it a bit, didn't he? Okay, well, listen, we're definitely going to catch up with you next week.
Yeah.
Obviously, your fight week is next week. So we'll catch up then, and
Yeah.
hopefully no one's had a fight. He wants to have a fight in a car park as well. He said. Right, this is actually a car park now.
You want it? Yeah.
I just said we're going to start promoting car park fights. Like, you could be the first one.
Car park. CPF,
Oh my
innit?
gosh, I swear, if you
Car
was here
park
yesterday,
fights.
there was a whole flipping.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, there was something else going on here. Like it was just somebody come from London, call us because we got a group chat innit, on Insta.
Right.
So they'll be just talking smack to each other, and they came to settle out here. We settled it in the
really?
ring. So it was like similar to Sunday Smoke on Dillian's channel, but listen, they were going at it every
filmed?
single. Yeah, I filmed it on. Yeah, they filmed it on their camera actually. Yeah, I filmed someone on Snapchat, but oh man, it's hilarious, man, hilarious. But this is how it is, man. This is the doghouse, baby. Trust me.
All right,
So,
Richard, thank you very much
Yeah,
for
man,
to
cheers,
iPhone TV, and listen, we'll catch up with you next week.
See you next week.
All right, top man.